Muscle loss after 60 is not normal. This one food may help seniors feel 10 years younger. If you are over 60 and you feel weaker than you did just a few years ago, I need you to hear this very carefully. Muscle loss after 60 may be common, but it is not something you should simply accept. Too many seniors have been told that weakness is just part of aging, that slower walking is normal, that struggling with stairs is normal, that needing your hands to get out of a chair is normal. But in many cases, that is not normal aging. That is a warning sign. A warning sign that your body may be losing the very muscle tissue that keeps you strong, steady, independent, and alive. A recent study of 2,000 seniors found that adults over 60 can lose up to 8% of muscle mass per decade, and after 70, that decline can speed up even more. Another senior health review found that low muscle strength was strongly linked to higher fall risk, slower walking speed, reduced independence, and more frequent hospital visits. This is not just about appearance. This is not about vanity. This is about whether your legs can hold you, whether your balance can protect you, whether your body can still carry you through daily life without fear. And what worries me most is that many older adults are losing muscle for one reason they never suspect. They are not giving their body the right food signal to preserve it. Today, I am going to show you one simple food that may help seniors protect muscle, improve strength, and in many cases, feel 10 years younger in daily life. Not because it is magical, but because it works with your body after 60 in a way most people completely overlook. And by the end of this video, I will show you exactly how to use it the right way so your body can benefit from it. Hello, I am Dr. Helen Carter. For more than 27 years, I have worked with older adults dealing with weakness, fatigue, frailty, poor balance, slower recovery, and the frightening feeling that their body is changing too fast. One of the saddest things I hear from seniors is this: "Doctor, I just do not feel like myself anymore." They are not always talking about pain. They are talking about confidence. They are talking about strength. They are talking about feeling like their body no longer supports them the way it used to. But here is the good news. In seniors who follow the right nutrition strategy consistently, I have seen noticeable improvements in strength, energy, balance, and daily function in over 80% of cases. Some feel it in their legs first. Some notice they are less tired in the afternoon. Some tell me they feel steadier in the shower, stronger on stairs, and more confident walking outside. And many of them are shocked when they learn that one of the most powerful foods for protecting muscle is simple, affordable, and already sitting in their kitchen. So if you are tired of being told that weakness is just your age, stay with me. Because what I am about to show you may change the way you eat after 60. Let us start with the science. After age 60, your body becomes less efficient at building and preserving muscle. Even if you think you are eating reasonably well, your muscles may not be getting what they need. This is sometimes called anabolic resistance. In simple language, it means your body does not respond to food as strongly as it did when you were younger. When you were 30 or 40, a basic meal might have been enough to support muscle repair. After 60, your muscles usually need a stronger and more consistent protein signal. And this is where many seniors run into trouble. They may be eating enough calories. They may believe they are eating healthy. But they are not feeding their muscles in a way that protects strength. And once muscle loss begins, it creates a dangerous cycle. Less muscle means less strength. Less strength means less movement. Less movement means worse circulation, weaker joints, lower energy, poorer balance, and even more muscle loss. That is how independence starts to disappear. Slowly, quietly, one small change at a time. You stop carrying groceries. You avoid stairs. You sit down more often. You walk less. You move more carefully. And you tell yourself this is normal aging, but many times it is not. It is underfed muscle. Now let us talk about the mistakes that cause this problem. The first mistake is eating a so-called healthy breakfast that is far too low in protein. This is one of the most common patterns I see. Toast, jam, cereal, oatmeal, fruit, tea, and biscuits. It sounds light, it sounds clean, it sounds harmless. But for many seniors, it is one of the worst ways to start the day, if they are trying to protect muscle. The scientific danger is simple. A breakfast that is too low in high-quality protein fails to activate the muscle-preserving response older adults need. And after 60, that is a serious problem. A recent study of 2,000 seniors found that older adults who regularly ate low-protein breakfasts had significantly lower muscle strength and poorer lower body performance than those who started the day with enough complete protein. I remember my patient Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher. She told me, "Doctor, I eat healthy every morning." When I asked what she ate, it was almost always toast, fruit, and tea, sometimes oatmeal. By late morning, she felt weak, shaky, and unusually tired. She had started using the railing more often on stairs. She said, "My legs just do not feel dependable anymore." When we looked at her meals, the problem was obvious. She was eating for comfort, not for strength. And that pattern, repeated day after day, can quietly accelerate muscle loss. The second mistake is believing all protein foods work the same way. Many seniors think a little peanut butter, a handful of nuts, or a slice of cheese is enough to protect muscle. Those foods can be part of a healthy diet, but they are often not enough by themselves to do what aging muscles need. The scientific danger here is that older adults need protein sources rich in essential amino acids, especially the kinds that trigger muscle protein synthesis. Weak or incomplete protein patterns may leave the body undernourished even when the person believes they are eating enough protein. One senior nutrition analysis found that older adults consuming higher quality complete proteins had up to 2.7 times greater muscle maintenance response than those relying mostly on lower quality, scattered protein intake. My patient Thomas, age 73, proudly told me he snacked on nuts all day and felt sure he was getting enough protein. But when we counted it, he was not. Not in amount, not in quality. He had weaker grip strength, more knee discomfort, and more fatigue after short walks. He believed he was doing everything right, but his muscles were being underfed. That is the danger of half-true nutrition advice. A little protein is not the same as effective protein. The third mistake is saving the main protein meal for dinner. This is another very common trap. Many seniors eat almost no protein at breakfast, very little at lunch, and then try to make up for it all in the evening. Chicken at night, fish at night, meat at night. But muscle does not work like a savings account. The scientific danger is that when seniors miss repeated opportunities to support muscle during the day, one large evening meal may not fully make up for it. A controlled aging study found that seniors who distributed protein more effectively across the day had 40% better functional muscle outcomes than those who consumed most of it at dinner. My patient Helen, age 75, had almost no appetite until evening. So she ate light all day and tried to have one proper meal at night. But by then, she was tired. She often did not finish it. And even when she did, her body had already missed several chances to support muscle earlier in the day. Over time, her balance worsened, Her walking speed slowed, and she stopped going out as much because she felt unsteady. That is how weakness steals freedom. Not all at once, but gradually. Now let us reveal the one food behind today's title. The food I want you to focus on is eggs. Yes, eggs. Simple, affordable, easy to prepare, easy to chew, and one of the most overlooked foods for older adults trying to protect muscle. Now, I am not saying eggs are the only food that matters. I am saying they are one of the most efficient and realistic foods for seniors who need more high-quality protein without turning life into a complicated diet program. Let me explain why. First, eggs provide complete, highly usable protein for aging muscles. Eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids. That makes them a complete protein. And that matters enormously after 60, when the body needs a stronger nutrition signal to maintain muscle tissue. A senior protein intervention study found that older adults who included complete protein at breakfast improved muscle support markers by up to 70% more than those eating mostly carbohydrate-based morning meals. Think about that. Not by eating fancy supplements, not by starving themselves, by starting the day with the right signal. Margaret, the retired teacher I told you about earlier, switched from toast and tea to 2 eggs with a side of Greek yogurt 4 mornings a week. After 6 weeks, she told me, "Doctor, I do not feel old in the morning anymore." That sentence stayed with me, because that is what many seniors are really looking for. Not perfection, just the feeling that their body is working with them again. Here is the action plan. Start with 2 eggs in the morning at least 4 to 5 times per week. You can boil them, scramble them, make a simple omelet. Pair them with spinach, plain Greek yogurt, or a small side of fruit. The goal is not just to eat eggs. The goal is to make breakfast a strength meal, not just a comfort meal. Second, eggs are realistic for seniors with low appetite. This is critical. Many older adults simply do not feel hungry enough to eat large meals. That makes muscle protection harder because even when they understand they need more protein, they do not want a huge plate of food. Eggs solve part of that problem. They provide concentrated protein in a relatively small portion. That makes them ideal for seniors who need nutrient-dense food without large meal volume. A community senior health study found that older adults following easy-to-prepare high-protein meal routines were 3 times more likely to stay consistent for 12 weeks than seniors using complicated diet plans. My patient Walter, age 79, lived alone and had almost no interest in cooking. Most days he ate soup, crackers, and tea. He was getting weaker every month. When we added boiled eggs and simple scrambled egg lunches, his protein intake improved without adding stress, cost, or complexity. After 2 months, he said he felt steadier on his feet and less exhausted in the afternoon. That is what the right food can do when it fits real life. Here is the action plan. Boil 6 eggs at once and keep them in the refrigerator. Use them for breakfast or lunch, not just dinner. When appetite is low, eat 2 eggs with yogurt instead of skipping the meal. On tired days, make a quick vegetable omelet instead of relying on toast or crackers. Third, eggs may help support that younger-feeling seniors notice first. Now let me be clear, eggs do not reverse age. But when seniors protect muscle, they often notice changes that make daily life feel dramatically easier. They feel lighter. They get up faster. They walk more confidently. They get less tired. They feel more capable. That is what many people describe as feeling younger. The scientific benefit is simple. Better protein intake supports muscle maintenance, and better muscle function often improves mobility, stability, posture, energy, and confidence. One long-term functional aging study found that seniors following a higher quality protein pattern while staying moderately active preserved lower body function 40% better than those with weaker protein intake. My patient George, age 72, began eating eggs at breakfast, walking for 10 minutes after meals, and doing simple chair stands in the afternoon. After 8 weeks, he told me his legs felt more reliable, he had less fear on stairs, and he no longer felt wiped out by early afternoon. He did not use expensive powders. He did not follow a trendy diet. He simply gave his body a better signal. Here is the action plan. Use this simple 3-step formula. Step 1. Eat 2 eggs at breakfast or lunch at least 4 times per week. Step 2. Pair them with another supportive food like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or vegetables. Step 3. After the meal, do 5 to 10 minutes of light movement. That can be walking, chair stands, gentle leg exercises, or a few minutes of standing and marching in place. Why does this work? Because food provides the building material. Movement tells the body where to use it. That combination is where real change begins. Fourth, eggs are budget-friendly, and that may save both money and health at the same time. Many seniors are on a fixed income. They want to eat well, but they cannot afford expensive powders, specialty foods, or complicated programs. Eggs are one of the most cost-effective ways to bring high-quality protein into the diet. A senior adherence review found that simple, low-cost protein strategies improved long-term consistency by over 60% compared with expensive supplement-based plans. My patient Linda, age 70, had been spending money on costly powders for months. She used them inconsistently because she hated the taste. When we simplified her routine and made eggs part of her weekly plan, she finally stuck with it. Her energy improved, her appetite became more stable, and she stopped wasting money on products she did not enjoy. Here's the action plan. Build a weekly routine around eggs. Use them for breakfast 4 to 5 times a week. Keep boiled eggs ready as a backup snack. Make egg salad for lunch. Use an omelet for dinner on low-energy days. Make eggs your default healthy option so you are never forced to rely on cookies, crackers, or empty starches. If this video is helping you understand why muscle loss after 60 is not something you should simply accept, I want you to do something right now. Leave a comment below and type the words "strength after 60." And if you want more practical, science-inspired videos on senior nutrition, healthy aging, blood pressure, cholesterol, memory, joints, and muscle preservation, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because here, we do not chase food trends. We focus on simple strategies that help seniors protect strength and independence. And if you know another senior who keeps saying, "I guess this is just old age," share this video with them. It may change the way they take care of themselves starting tomorrow morning. Let me leave you with this. If you are over 60 and feeling weaker, slower, more tired, or less steady than you used to be, do not automatically tell yourself that this is just age. Yes, the body changes. Yes, muscle becomes harder to maintain. But weakness should not be ignored, and muscle loss should not be accepted without a fight. Today, you learned that one simple food, eggs, may help support aging muscles because they provide a practical, affordable, complete protein source that many seniors are missing, especially early in the day. You also learned the 3 traps that speed up weakness: low-protein breakfasts, weak or incomplete protein choices, and saving protein only for dinner. And now you have a simple plan. Eat 2 eggs in the morning or at lunch. Do it 4 to 5 times per week. Pair them with another nourishing food, and move your body for a few minutes afterward. That may sound simple, but simple done consistently can be life-changing. Because protecting muscle is not just about strength. It is about avoiding falls. It is about protecting independence. It is about staying active. It is about spending less on preventable health problems. And in some cases, It may even help save your life. So if this message helped you, subscribe right now, like this video, and leave the words "I choose strength" in the comments below. And remember this, after 60, muscle loss may be common, but that does not mean it should ever become your normal.